Hello and welcome back to Evolving Ginger Gameplay. My name is Cliffy, and today we are continuing our playthrough of Wessex. This is episode 3, and just as a very quick recap of everything that's happened so far, or at least the recent events. So most recently, our wife did die while giving birth to our fourth child and third daughter. So we have the potential of remarrying. We did become a lunatic, so we have lunatic. We have conquered Brittany, which is now our primary title. We are working on a claim for East Anglia. If we can get a claim on this duchy and take over all 3 at once, that will give us the 3 more counties that we need in order to create the Kingdom of England. And that would be huge, because then with the Kingdom of England, we could potentially invite our nephew in Mercia to accept our offer of vassalage. Because currently he's at war, so he won't accept anyway. But we would get that minus 25 of not rightful liege would go away. And then that would leave the base reluctance and the opinion. So currently, if we got rid of that 25, that would be minus 2, and then I'm sure we could figure out a way to improve his opinion of us just enough. Because he's a child, we can't sway him. We could send a gift, but we don't have that much gold. Currently, there's no real war targets for us that I'd feel comfortable going after, so we'll just move along. And there was a war going on. I'm just trying to recall. Oh, also, one of our subjects, which is our deceased brother's ex-wife, is waging war with Mercia, which could help potentially weaken Mercia in case they don't accept our offer of vassalage, or we have to declare war with them anyway, but we shall see. We are in line to inherit 2 titles. Okay, those are just things that we've given away recently. In Hampshire, which is Winchester. We don't have the gold to keep building there anyway, so that's fine. So it looks like so far, let's take a look at the war score, since it's the most interesting thing currently going on. Well, it's 0-0, so I think there's been 2 battles and it's been fairly even so far. One thing we do need to keep an eye on is in Brittany. She's very upset with us because she's a claimant. She wants the earldom of Lyon. Is that really an earldom though? So I guess we could give it to her if we really wanted to, but I'm not too concerned with that. Ooh, the walls of bread. Ooh, the second time we've gone this one. So the 3 options are: we can spend the 65 golds to get them professionally rebuilt for 20 years, and we gain 50 stewardship lifestyle. However, I think that I will take the... Well, we do have a good chunk of stress. That's right. I was supposed to go on a hunt. Or call a hunt, yeah. This would give us 100 martial lifestyle, so let's just go for it again. Oh no. So the 20% chance of disastrously rebuilt walls. And, yep, well, that did not go well. A helpful warning. I received a missive from Petty King Edmund of East Anglia. It claims that Princess Engwold, my vassal, has requested support in a plot against me. There's nothing I value more than loyalty. Edmund's letter reads, hence why I share this with you. Well, you're going to be very upset with me once my claim on your lands goes through. Unless you want to accept an offer of vassalage. So we could actually potentially get him to accept, but we'd have to max his opinion of us. And somehow make our... It's also allied to Italy, so that's something we'd have to keep an eye on, but... so we could... I don't want her to potentially get Liege looking away. And if she lost her... If she was in jail, I could do some... I could potentially take away her title. So let's publicly accuse her and hope for the best. And if I lose prestige, it's not the end of the world. Out in the open, at a gathering of my many at a gathering of many of my vassals, I declare that I have knowledge of the princess's treachery. Many of my other vassals rose in support. We all know it to be true. What will become of her? So she could make her amends. We would get a strong hook. We would also increase her feudal taxes to us. Nothing to sneeze at there. And she would gain 20 opinion of us. I can make sure she does no harm. Imprison her. I could kill her. Well, no. I think we'll allow her to make amends. She's gonna have to pay higher taxes. We could change her contract and make her levies even higher. Well, we have a strong hook on her, so we could... Yeah. I think that will also limit her options to declare war on us in the future, so... One thing to keep in mind is that I had the potential of using holy wars against Montague. However, well, if I was quick, he only has the one territory? No, he does not. If he only had the one and we are quick, we could potentially do the holy war, but... Alrighty. Let's take a peek back up here and see how the war is progressing. They are winning. We still have a decent chunk of time before our claim will go through, and we need to save gold. I think perhaps I will look at... More worried about alliance power than anything. She's Croatian, she's very far away. Who is your liege? 846. That's not a lot of troops. He's not even the primary heir, unfortunately, yeah. You, though, are a genius. Who is your father? Why am I the only option? Why can't my son be the option? Let's go ahead and pause that. We would get minus 100 prestige, but she has the genius trait, which could potentially get passed down to our heirs, so I think I might go with that, but we can still take a look and see if there's others. So I'm just looking through these. Everyone else is older though. So what I think I'm going to do is I will marry, or at least get that. I'll do that for my son, and then I did see someone... I don't want fecund, because that means there's still a potential for children. You could marry her and have a second lunatic. That seems like a bad idea. Oh well. Alright, so we have an alliance with him. Not that we really need it. I mean, he doesn't have that many troops, but that's mainly just for the genius trait to potentially get passed down. Alright, little county control in Lyon, not too concerned with that. Could declare wars, let's take a look at that. So we could declare, what are the claims? I think there's already a war going on for that. And there's already a war going on for that. Ormond, Holy War, which I don't want to go through, same with Montague and Flanders. They barely have more troops than us. So we'll continue onwards. Could we ask the Pope for money? Catholicism, Pope. Where is... oh, ask for gold. We don't have 250 piety, and we still have to wait about another year. Okay. We are getting plus 4.2 piety for a month, so that's nothing to sneeze at. So that means in the course of a year we get 48, so we'll probably have to wait probably about 2 years then. So that'd be 100, yeah. A little over 2 years. Let's take a look at that. I will probably... yeah, I'll increase our walls and towers there probably. Unless... we do also control Oxford. Might it be worth it to... I think I will put a farm and fields in there. Because that's plus... that's a good chunk of gold there as well. So, how are we doing it in... let's take a look at our council. So 10 months left, and then we will be done there. Our steward is increasing the development growth, I think. So it's already gone up 1. Okay, that's good. If we can get this to 10, that would be good. And if I hover here, we can see how much it increases taxes, levies, supply limit, etc. Culture, which I forgot to change previously, so a good chunk went into herds. I think afterwards we might go into plenary assemblies. No, because because we share exposure, shares religion with Bosnians. I'll leave it as is. New perk for the lifestyle. I will take Never Back Down. Minus 20% friendly fatal casualties and plus 5 advantage. I don't know if I'll go Kingsguard or not. I could also potentially switch out on Marshall. I have the ones that I really care about the most, I think. I'm just double checking to see if there's anything. None of the... envelopment men-at-arms counter efficiency might be nice. I don't have any skirmishers. I don't currently have any cavalry. What's under strategist? Yeah. So I might switch out. Which I should probably do now if I want to. So if I was to switch out, what would I want to go for? Potentially learning. But I would not want to go down theologian. We could go down scientific for cultural fascination progress and increase development county efficiency. Our wards could get additional skills, but we don't have a ton of wards. We won't have a lot of wards because our children will probably be passed at that point. Well, our son would probably still be. Intrigue, we don't have good intrigue, so I'm not going to worry about that. Marshall, About diplomacy. Our children would receive 1 to 3 extra skill points, so that would be potentially worth it there. And then after that, though, what would we want to go down? Maybe I'll go down diplomacy then. Or we just work on creating as much wealth for our heirs to inherit. No, I think for now we'll stick here. I'll potentially try to get involvement, but then after that we'll probably switch out. Alright, so I just need this to go through, so we're getting close. He's in 2 wars, both of which appear to involve some version of Italy. Attacking East Francia. That's a good sized war there. Our alliance has ended, but the marriage wasn't for the alliance anyway. That alliance, or the marriage is solely for... Oh no. Is he the original? I don't know. Well, only 2 nephews are left. What is going on here? How's your war going? We have 7 holdings. We're currently building. Your Flanders. Who's your heir? Your heir is very strong. Does not have any children though. Could potentially still have a child. West Francia still has a decent amount of strength. Why are you wearing armor? Brilliant Strategist and Reaver. Interesting. She must have lands of her own. She does. I still don't fully understand the women leading in this game. Every time I think I do, I don't, so. Alright, so we have a claim on the Earldom of Norfolk. I was hoping to get more than that, but that will have to suffice. I see some raiders potentially coming in, so let's see where they go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a rally point here. If they come out to attack the raiders, well, the army should be elsewhere. Let's go ahead and declare war. Or... We will allow our son to keep... Oh, actually, that just reminds me. So our son will keep diligent. That's a good trait. But we need to lower our stress because it's at 90. So let us call a hunt. That's a lot of gold for a hunt. Hunt, the shot, the spear lies perfectly balanced in my hand as I judge the distance of the stag. My spymaster, Reeve Bjorn... I don't know how to pronounce that. Is crouching next to me, hefting his own spear. I will bring it down. Well, we can let him do it and let him gain 25 opinion of us, but he's gout-ridden. It's not that great anyway, so I will bring it down. Get the prestige. Maybe I will fabricate a second claim there. Or do we just lay hunts returning from the wild? So we return invigorated. I could lay claim there. How many troops does Claremont have? Not a lot. Oh, I think our steward just died. Oh no, she was captured. Let's see what happens now. So she lost her war there with Mercia. Yep, so our nephew won his war. Oh, there's a lot of people. How many guests do we have? Alright, you're an experienced fighter. I guess we will recruit you. You're a competent commander, but you're old. You're an experienced schemer. You have some good stats, but I'm not too concerned about that. Let's go back to our council and appoint... We'll reappoint her there. She can continue what she was working on. Could declare wars. Oh, she needs a guardian. We will give her to our courtier. Sarah comes of age. Alright, so she needs a husband, but it needs to be matrilineal. And I would like to get a good trait out of it. I mean, if you were younger, Boromir. Let's see. What a good marshal, potentially. I don't know if we want someone good at scheming. Decisions. A lot of these guys are just super old, though. Don't want her marrying my nephew. Ooh, minus 300 prestige. Oh, because he's a guest. Let's do this by age. Minus 100. Yeah, let's do that. But it's matrilineal. That way, we don't get an alliance out of that, but at least that way, if for some reason our son dies, she would become heir. She has great traits, she'd be a great leader, but unfortunately, she is not heir. So we need some gold to come back. We could declare war over here, which I'll probably do shortly. I also need to... You know, Mercy is not gonna... The rightful liege is killing us right now, but I don't think I can... Let's see here. Kingdom of England. We need 3 more counties. So we could get 1 there. We might be able to sneak across and get Ulster. But we still need more. I think what I'll do is I will go ahead. About Jorvik. Let's fabricate a claim on fabricate a claim on the North Riding. Can't hurt. It looks like the Norse holdings are starting to fall apart up here anyway. I'm seeing some Scots. I'm not seeing a lot of Norse, and the few Norse I do see don't have a ton of troops. So I think once we hit about 100 gold, well, I'm gonna have to raise our whole army. I think perhaps once we reach around a little more than 100, we will go ahead and declare war on East Anglia, take Norfolk. After that, I still could go on the claim for Montague. Looks like Brittany's going after them though. They could potentially win, except right now they're losing. I don't know where Montague's or where Brittany's army is. Can I sway you yet? Can I can't offer to come to assist either. So that's a decently strong army there. A good chunk of men-at-arms, but oh well. Right, we have the 100 gold. Let's go ahead and declare war. We shall raise all here. Might be overkill, but I don't know where all his army is, so... No surprise, Italy's jumped in. It's a neutral army, but they're raiders. Where are you from? Oh, Sweden. Okay. We'll keep our forces as one, just while he's off raiding. Okay. Small amount of loot there, but... let us go ahead and split in half, and then we'll send them off to capture a second county, just while we siege down their capital. And then by taking the two, that should give us a good chunk of war score. I'm just still assuming that... I can't see where they are, but I'm assuming that they're still off. Where are you landing? Well, now they're raiding us. I might just let them do so. Those aren't our lands. We will take... we'll take Parthenian tactics to get to envelopment, and then after that I'll probably go down a different tree. How much gold do you have? 58. We could catch them. Let's take the capital and then go from there. Oh, nope, they're running away. 23 days, how long would it take us to get there? We would lose. Let's focus on our targets at the moment. So we captured the son and heir, so we will be able to get a good chunk of gold. Let's go ahead and take a look at prisoners. You're no one too important. We could ransom you for 10 gold. We could also ransom the daughter, but he does not have much gold. We're at 90% war score right now too. Part of that, yep, is from the son. We also control the objective, so our scores just can continue to go up ever so slightly. And we are also sieging down his other two. So we will lose stress because we are going to get gregarious, and we are sending our children to a children's feast. is what I shall call it. Getting personal. In our latest correspondence, my vassal, Princess Sangweld, made a mention in passing about a book she recently read. I did not know she was also interested in the subject. These letters are supposed to be strictly diplomatic in their nature, but of course they sometimes dip into more personal topics. It's weird. We'll talk more about it. I need the opinion gain with her. And it looks like Italy and... Yep, so they have come back. They're at 124. Let's just go ahead and fight them while they have the opponents recently disembarked. And you can see that massive... So we are going to... I don't think he has any gold. No, he has no gold. So we will end this. Disband all. We can ask the Pope for gold, so we are going to go ahead and do that. We need 2 more territories in order to... So I think he's currently fabricating in Jorvik, which we will continue. After that, though, we might... Oh, crop fields in Oxford. Excellent. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade that. And I'll just continue to boost our monthly gold. Defender of the Faith. So... There was a commotion among the children today. Our 4th daughter was attempting to preach among her fellow youngsters, became the target of a small fight. Egbert was furious that anyone could target someone attempting to speak on behalf of the Lord, and chased away the other children. So he could get zealous, +2 to martial, +20% piety, opinion of different faiths, -35, faith conversion costs would go up. He could get brave. I do not want brave, because brave when you're gives you a +100% chance of dying in battle. Or he could get calm. Calm might not be bad, but I think I will allow him to keep zealous. We would gain 30 stress. Would I rather have calm? I don't know. The piety, I think it's worth it to have zealous just for the piety gain. Being able to ask the Pope for gold is always just a strain on the piety totals. Are we still a pilgrim? We are still a pilgrim. So we're still developing. We should be at what, 7 now? Okay, that's good. Don't worry, I'm not concerned about your claim. Do we declare war on Mercia though? They have about 2,000 troops. We did have a Casus-Belli, but it's no longer. Jorvik is now part of Ulster, who is defending. Ulster's gone big. Who's helping his ally defend? So we're most likely the dominant power currently on the British Isles. Maintaining that, increasing that. So York. 2,000. So we could definitely win and fight them. My daughter Sarah has given birth to a son. Let's give them a good Wolfgate. I don't know how to pronounce any of these. Osric? Alright, you can be Osric. Oh, so, unfortunately our vassal lost to Montague. So this will give us a claim on North Riding. I was hoping for more than that, but... So he has 3 alliances. That gives them about 3,200, 38. It's got about 4,300 troops there, unfortunately. We'll have to wait a while because... How's your health? Just feeling fine. We'll have to wait for now. So we have a truce that probably lasts 5 years. So we do have to wait a while, 4 years. I think we will go ahead and fabricate a claim on our nephew's lands. So currently we don't have enough troops to fight York, unfortunately. New perk for the martial tree, we are going to take involvement, which will give us plus 25% for men-at-arms counter efficiency. And how old are we? We are 40. So we could continue to keep trying to go down the martial tree. We are going to continue fighting, but we're starting to get older. I also don't know which ones I would want the most. We could take courtship. Don't care about any of those though. Don't care about marriage acceptance. Spouse opinion, we need a spouse. The skills from spouse counter tasks would be nice if we had said spouse. Peace acceptance, gallant. I think at this point we will switch over to stewardship, maybe diplomacy. I think I will go down diplomacy for the time being. It'll be slower since we don't have the plus 40% there, but that'll be fine. Our daughter needs someone to be educating her, so we'll give her to our oldest daughter. Montague continues to stay afloat. They have a couple allies, nobody too strong though. And all of a sudden, we're going to guess that the former king died. So now we can actually declare war. Why can we offer to join his war? Yeah, I don't know why I was making it seem like we could. So if we declared war, we outnumber them. That would give us... I think we'd still need one more after that. Yep, we still need one more after that. Where could I get it? Because that's part of Wales. Correct? Oh no, that is part of England. I don't want to fight Mercia any more than I have to, so being able to take 2 counties that are not Mercia would make it easier, I believe, to ask our nephew to become our vassal. So let us get this. We will raise all. It's going to be 2 armies, but that's fine. And now we're going to start to march this way, but... Send them in. Alright, so we caught the larger force, so that's good. That'll make it... Oh, I did not realize I had it on speed 4. I'm going to slow that down. Alright, so we captured at least one army. I'm going to send our smaller, or our larger force south to try and wipe out the 400 troops there. And then our main force will siege down our target in the capital. So we're going to wipe out another countess. Interesting. Alright, so we wiped out the 400 and now we are going to... Actually... Yeah, so our main force will siege down the capital and our target, while our secondary army sieges down Leeds. And that will just help with our war score. Let's take a look at prisoners. I don't care for any of these people. No. Except you have a claim. How old are you? But it's a claim in our territory. I did mean to see if she... I think she's still too young. Alright, I need to sway you. Your primary heir is Catholic and Breton. Can I... We're gonna make our daughter... Okay. So we're gonna convert his culture and also have him be educated by our daughter, because our daughter should be a good teacher with 18 learning. So this is going quite well at the moment. Is there anyone in particular? I'm not worried about traits. Well, how about alliance power? It'd be nice if there was someone who wasn't like an eighth of our age. Oh well, we'll leave it alone for now. Sway the good Duchess. So we are going to spend 75 prestige to increase her opinion of us. Easily worth it. So once we take York, I wonder... I mean, they're insular and Irish. He's not going to have a great opinion of us, but he might still accept our offer. Alba, on the other hand, will not. I wonder if I could... I should probably be trying to get an alliance with him. I can get a matrilineal, too. Is he your heir? No. Your brother's your heir. That being said, let's go ahead and get a matrilineal. That'll give us a strong ally. We captured someone's wife. Looks like they're coming in to try to retake. So we'll just let them come to us. And then while that's going on, we shall send this force north. I wonder if I should try to take Lindsay. Well, that's part of Mercia. Alright, so let's have this... Oh, caught the small force again. Oh no! My son and heir, Egbert, has fallen ill with leprosy. While he might live for many years, his deformity will make him shunned and mistrusted. Even I cannot suppress my disgust at the thought of lesions growing all over his skin. The physician wants to know how my son should be treated. I'm going to say the time has come for drastic measures. Leper is not a good trait. He might never have children. Greatly reduced disease symptoms. I don't know if he can be our... I could disinherit him. That would cost a good chunk of our renown. Would also make Sarah heir. She would be a great queen. She's got great stats. I'm gonna have to think on that one. Alright, so that's not great. We could ransom you, but you don't look like you'd get any gold. Making acquaintances, so he can keep gregarious. That's a great trait. The map. My spies have informed me about a hunter causing a ruckus at the local tavern. The man has been spending large amounts of gold and bragging loudly about the great deal he struck with a fancy lord in pearls and silk. Apparently he drew a map of the local plains for an unknown nobleman. The spies think the lord must be scheming against me or one of my subjects. I am going to throw him in my dungeon. And then I'm going to negotiate his release. I will recruit him. Because he could be a good physician. I mean, actually he's going to die, but... I could also ransom... I'm going to go ahead and ransom her. Doesn't seem like there's anyone else that I could potentially ransom. Chieftain will not accept this. You have no prowess, so give me a weak hook and I will let you go. You've been in my jail for a long time because you refuse to accept that. You don't have any gold, but you would be a excellent physician just based off your learning. Give me a weak hook and I will let you go. We are being raided, but it looks like one of our subjects is going to go deal with that army. I believe it is our friend. It is Onlof. Alrighty, we now have shown four. Oh, did we capture the king? Somebody else did. Where is she? She's not. Oh, she's visiting. So we shall go ahead and enforce demands. And we will won the siege. I'm surprised it's not giving me the option to disband all for some reason, but that's fine. I do need to grant this to someone though. You're a Breton. You're an Earl. Who should I grant this to? I'll grant it to you. Why not? That will make him our vassal. And then if we can get the claim here. So we have hamlets. We're still being raided. I thought we had wiped them out. No? Close enough though. Let's take a look at Dorset. So let's go ahead and upgrade our walls. And I think we also might just call it there for now. But so recap, we expanded a little bit. It's going a little slowly, but we did take over part of East Anglia, part of what was Jorvik, and essentially most of the Norse threat has completely fallen apart on the islands. Alba is the secondary dominant power here. Oh, this is very interesting. Hospitality. The more I study the noble art of statecraft, the more I realize how beneficial good relations with my neighbors are. I ought to have one of them visit my court so I can show them just how good a friend I can be, but who should I invite? So it's just a question of, I'm actually going to declare war on you. Here's Cumberland. You're probably going to be a target, so we shall go for you. So he's going to arrive. I wonder if we could get him to... He has a lot of allies. Regardless, expanded Jorvik. The downside, though, is that our son has developed leprosy. Now, unfortunately, that is about as bad a trait for our son to get. Largely because the minus 95% fertility means he might never have children. So I'm tempted to make our daughter Sarah heir by disinheriting our son. But that is a concern for next time. Thanks for watching.